Hello, my name is Jason Lajara.
And I'm Michael Vescera.
And welcome to the FAL Consulting Podcast, your number one source for educational crypto content. Today is Wednesday, November 11th, 2021. And on today's show, we're going to be going over the top 10 cryptos for the day, as well as CityCoins Announces NYC Partnership, Apple CEO says he bought Bitcoin, and Robinhood hints at Shib Listing. All that and more on today's FAL Podcast. But before we do anything else, Mike, is anything the listeners hear on this podcast financial advice?
No financial advice. Even if we sound like we're very, equivocal, it's not even the right word. I just can't think of it. We're very,
We're very
excited.
confident.
Yeah, there we go, confident. Even if we're very confident in something, it's not financial advice.
We do a lot of research here at FAL. We make sure we know what we're talking about. But that's for, you guys to do.
Has the word buy ever came out of
Probably. But it's probably been followed by.
I definitely said I was going to buy Doge on Mars last week. I definitely did not.
Exactly. Mike didn't even take his own financial advice. So how could you take our financial advice if we don't even take our own financial advice?
Exactly. Yeah.
Mike told you stories about holding Dogecoin, but holding Shib.
The Shib, the Ethereum name service that's now in the ether.
Oh, God. Honestly, Ethereum name service. We should have put that on here, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the week. We'll get some more.
Yeah, we'll let the NFT guys handle that one.
Yeah, honestly.
Let them handle the NFTs.
Handle the ENS. But how you doing today, Mike, though? How's everything going?
Good, same old stuff. Dalvin Cook, not going so good for him. Tim Cook is doing a little better. But yeah. How about you? Everything's chilling?
I'm chilling. I'm definitely doing better than Dalvin Cook, and I'm definitely not as doing as good as Tim Cook.
Yeah, same. I fall into that same middle category between the cooks.
Between the cooks. Well, of the latter of the cooks, why is he in the news?
He's in the news today because, they had their earnings report, so he was talking and stuff like that. He says now that he's interested in crypto, owns a little bit of Bitcoin, which could be good for the market. We saw what happened when Tesla announced that they hold Bitcoin. So on top of inflation being up 6.2% from October, which is pretty ridiculous, the price of living is up 6.2%.
I did not even hear that statistic. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, so I feel like that news, the CPI index plus Tim Cook and Apple saying that they're interested is a reason why everything's still looking like it's up.
Yeah, that was a legitimately perfect timing for him to come in and say that. Not that I saw a slowdown, but there's definitely volume. If you look at it, it was definitely on the downtrend. But once that announcement was made, we're definitely now moving towards new all-time highs. We're moving towards new all-time highs all week. Forgot to get into the top 10 cryptos for the day, but we'll get into that. We were just so excited to talk about the cooks.
Yeah,
what happens here.
What did it hit? It's 69,000.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, 69,000.
I heard that there was going to be a dump at 69,420.
That's exactly what I've been hearing too. I think that's, if you want to short it at that point, do what you want to do. But you made the point of, back when Elon announced that Tesla was holding it, it's pretty big. This isn't the same type of announcement. This is more Tim Cook just in an interview. I believe it was on MSNBC or CNN. It was one of those on TV guys. And he was asked, what do you think about cryptocurrency? And he's like, yeah, I hold it. I don't think he'll have such a big push in the future going forward. I think this will probably be his only one. I don't think we'll see him tweeting out a bunch of memes and being the Doge father or the Bitcoin father or anything like that.
Yeah, they'll probably be more likely the first ones to do like, all right, yeah, we're going to tokenize our stock. That's something I could see Apple doing.
Yeah, that's
because if Apple's gonna do it, it's got to be making them money because they have more cash reserves than anybody in the world. So I think that for them, it just comes down to how could they make money off of it. They don't really care about how else it works.
No, that's true. And for all the people who are really excited and are saying, oh, Bitcoin wallet's coming to Apple Wallet, doing all this, remember that it took Apple like 9 years to add widgets to their OS service. If you had widgets on Android since like 2013, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Widgets came out like 2 years ago because Apple are perfectionists and they want to make sure it's, at that really good perfect point when it gets onto their software so that it runs and works across all of them. So it'll be interesting to see them get inside of this space. even though this is just, an announcement that the CEO holds it. It's not even that there's an Apple coin or anything like that.
Yeah, I think it would be easy for them too, just to integrate it into whatever they already have, like the Apple Pay.
Yeah.
You just tap your phone over the thing and it pays for it. You could easily move that into like a crypto wallet or have some type of capabilities in the Apple Wallet like that.
Yeah, because you see the IDs and driver licenses in certain states are now being allowed to use this for, or being allowed to put their ID on top of, inside of the Apple Wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it could be a pretty easy move. Nothing too crazy to have your head explode over, but it's pretty cool to see Tim Cook say this. Apple has in the past been rumored to not be the biggest fans of crypto, so this is definitely showing a change in the tide.
No, absolutely. That's what you need too to change the tide, is companies that have been in the game for a long time, like Apple, to say that they're holding it. Now who knows who will be the next one? Microsoft might say something. They've been in it for a while. Tesla, you already know that they have it. Other big companies, it'll trickle down. Like even Square. Square's been a big proponent with Bitcoin. And those are the companies that'll take it to the top. Like even though Coinbase, their stock is down, just having them on the stock market is good for crypto. It gets them out there.
Yeah, you know how many people say now, I wish I bought Apple stock back in the day. That was the right one to put in.
Yeah, and because they were so far ahead with computers or technology, whatever it was that first put them on the map. Back in the 80s they started, 90s.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, in the 80s something, 85, I believe. I don't have the exact date, but that's back when Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs were over in his I think it was a garage making Apple. But yeah, it's cool. We'll definitely see going forward. Will Microsoft be next? Will Sony be next? But who'll be next to be on the top 10 cryptos? Because we forgot to do it at the beginning. Right now, at number 1, we have Bitcoin at $68,584, up 3.01%. At number 2, we have Ethereum at $4,843, up 1.74%. At number 3, we have Binance Coin at $646, up 2.01%. At number 4, we have Cardano at $2.27, up 0.58%. At number 5, we have Tether. At number 6, we have Solana at $242, up 1.08%. At number 7, we have XRP at $1.34, up 6.89%. At number 8, we have Polkadot at $51, up 1.14%. At number 9, we have Dogecoin at 27 cents, down 1.03%. And at number 10, we have USDC. So it's been a pretty big week for crypto. We've, like me and Mike said at the top, Ethereum and Bitcoin obviously hitting new all-time highs. It's crazy to just even say the words 4,800 for Ethereum. I bet if you go back to the first episode of the podcast, Ethereum, I don't even know, was probably in somewhere in the 2000s, something like that. And people were, people were saying we're in the bear market and that it was all over. But here we are at episode 20. Actually, just wanted to note that this is episode 20 of the podcast. Little milestone for me and Mike here.
Yeah, no bear markets over here.
No bear markets over here. But thankfully, our podcast isn't called Up Only, so that we don't have to tap dance around when it's going down.
Yeah, we could change the name, maybe Bear Down.
Bear Down. That's
Bear
pretty
down.
good. That's pretty good.
I think it could be something. We're gonna have to talk to the head of HR and make sure it's okay and compliant with everything. Don't want to get sued.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, not gonna ponder on the market all that much. You guys know exactly what's happening. It's going up. Know your exit strategy, or just keep holding it. Do exactly what you want to do, but be excited if you are invested, and be happy, because you definitely know that we've had some time over the summer that was a little brutal for us, and here we are now in November and December, like we said we were going to be back then, and all we needed to do was hold on. Just so remember that in the bear markets of the down times, that all you got to do is hold on.
Yeah, I wonder if those velocity guys remember too, when we were up in the office, someone said something while the market was going down. You were like, "Yo, Bitcoin 75K end of year. Just wait." And then we walked out.
That's a fact. And
it's getting there.
Here you go.
It's about almost 70 right now. 75 is looking pretty close.
I totally forgot about that. But yeah, I told that guy, the
I
gold
don't
guy.
forget nothing.
Told my guy, Mike does not, but I told him this gentleman, gold gentleman, we'll call him, and he was very highfalutin. He's a gold trader, and he was like, "What happened to Bitcoin? I forgot what price we were at. That's when we were from 56 all the way down to 20 whatever thousand, and here we are, knocking at 70,000. And where's gold at?
It's actually going.
God damn it, Mike!
It's actually going up today, though.
All right.
It's a hedge against inflation. Inflation's up, so it's hedging up.
All right. So you got me there, but we got digital gold here.
That's going up too.
We got digital gold going up.
Yeah, that's going up too because of the inflation.
Is Shiba Inu going to be the next digital gold though, Mike? Or if it's listed on Robinhood?
If it gets listed on Robinhood, anything's possible. The meme lords might take over, the Reddit lords, but
The apes.
Who's gonna ape in? Who's not? I think if it goes on Robinhood, though, obviously it might take a little bit of a jump. But the issue is they still don't have that wallet. So if you're buying it on there, you still can't get it out. So you're not helping anybody except for Mr. Vlad Tenanov, whatever his name is, over at Robinhood.
My guy, the CEO.
He does not need any help. Stop helping him.
They may need a little bit of help when everything gets regulated, and maybe they get hit with some lawsuits. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the CEO of Robinhood was on a live stream yesterday. Crypto Goes Mainstream. It was a partnership between Decrypt and Yahoo Finance, and she was speaking about, or she was asked about the potential for Shiba Inu to be put on to Robinhood, and she smartly, I'd say, kind of dance around while still giving praise to the community. One of my favorite things is seeing the community around these coins really engage with us and let us know what they want, Christine said, speaking with editor-in-chief at Decrypt, Daniel Roberts. But she also went on to state how customer safety on the platform was a priority over the short-term gain of listing these popular tokens. It's probably something that they're pretty on guard about since last week's Squid Game debacle.
Yeah, that's definitely something people got to take note of when they're putting tokens on their shit. Like for something like Squid Game to go up all that percentage, I think that they made off like $33 million.
3,000%.
Yeah, 3,000%. It was something crazy. And Robinhood also got hacked like 2 days ago. I forget what exactly happened.
It was
they
emails.
lost a bunch of a lot of people's emails got confiscated. Some names and addresses also got confiscated. I also read that the hacker is holding Robinhood at ransom for the information back.
Sounds about right for
Sounds about hacker.
Sounds about hacker. That's not a white hat.
Nah, this guy's got the right hat on. It's extort them.
But
take my email.
Take my email. You please don't take my email. I have enough junk mail inside of my spam folder. I said with this new email that I wasn't gonna let it fill up.
I get so much spam.
It's ridiculous
that it filters into my regular mail because they don't know they can't stop it all at once. That's so many hot singles in my area.
Robinhood's getting a lot of spam through the Shiba Inu community because they took to change.org to begin a campaign for them to list the coin. The petition currently holds over 500,000 signatures. But this campaign, I don't know if it'll really push Robinhood in any way, especially with how volatile of a coin Shiba Inu is. I didn't mention it, but it's on number 11 right now. I think it's down like fucking 30% for the week already.
Yeah, but they put Doge on for the same reason. It's not. I don't think they really care about consumer safety. They kind of just have to say that. They just want whatever tokens on there that are gonna cause trading volume.
Yeah, she definitely danced around that in this interview. And the one point she said is that they had been holding Doge since 2018. So it's not like they're in it only for the funds, especially after their Q3 was down like 78%. So it was amazing in Q2 for them, but now they're down.
Coinbase is down 75% too in their earnings from trading revenue.
But if you could offset it.
They definitely could offset it in general, just because Q3 of last year to Q3 of this year is still a 500% increase. So it seems like a whole story about nothing when they say like the stock price is down because of the earnings report, but they did $1 point something billion last quarter. How did you expect them to like keep doing that?
Yeah, there's no way. That's a problem with the capitalistic system
Oh my God.
within itself. You know, the Q1
They
earnings,
only
the
did
Q2,
$400 million.
and obviously shows a little bit of a problem in the way that we see potential in earnings and how we always constantly count for more. But I'm just trying to give Robinhood a little slight credit here. You know, just seeing she's been with the company for a little bit less than a year. I like what she was saying here. She's pretty cute too, so you know you may not have to take any of my words at face value. But I thought jokes aside, I thought what she was saying was pretty good. But if this Squid Game token didn't happen and the price of Shib was ripping up, I totally agree with you. The so-called democratizers of finance would more than likely find a very fast way for Shiba Inu to be put on their platform, similar to how Coinbase was very much against these coins, but couldn't hold out for any longer.
Yeah, they can't. You're asking a bunch of
3, 2, 1. Sorry about that, folks. My laptop died. Was not as prepared to record the podcast. Thought the 10% of my battery would last, but it's a note to self to make sure.
That's why you got to get a Mac.
That's why you got to get a Mac. No, I love my PC. It's just the battery sucks because it's a gaming laptop, and I'm literally constantly using it from fucking morning till night. Because, I leave here, and then I end up going home and playing video games on it. So this thing's probably going to die in like a year, the amount of fucking use that I give it.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. This Mac I've had, bro, since 2014. Yeah, 2014.
This shit's ripping. This shit is kicking.
The USB ports don't work, but other than that, it turns on.
That's true. At least it turns on. But I don't think I had much else to say about the Robinhood before we got interrupted. That's all I had to say. We'll see. I do believe that Shiba Inu will more than likely be at some point listed within the next year.
Yeah, you can't have Robinhood without the meme stocks.
Not. And one last thing, Robinhood with 1.6 million people waiting or signups waiting for the wallet feature that they say is coming sometime in the near future.
Yeah, Robinhood futures are down.
The futures are down, but the future of New York is looking up. If Eric Adams has anything to do with it, it's the recently elected mayor of New York City. We held the elections on the 2nd of November, and he quickly said that he was going to take his first 3 checks in Bitcoin in response to Francis Suarez saying he was going to take his next check in Bitcoin. And then he announced that just like Francis Suarez having Miami coin, that he wanted to have New York City coin. We talked about that in the last podcast. But we didn't have any information on who would be facilitating the City coin, if it was another person or if it would be CityCoins, the same people behind Miami coin. And now it seems like it is CityCoin after they announced on Twitter that CityCoins are coming to the Big Apple. Last week, New York City Mayor-elect Eric Adams said that he wants to have a CityCoin for NYC like Miami's. This week, the CityCoins community responding by activating NYC coin mining. And that actually started today.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty sick. I'd like to see what they're going to end up doing. Did they say anything about where the funds that go into CityCoins is going to go into the city, and does it to give, like, New York Americans, does it give New Yorkers, like, a tax break or some shit?
He has not said anything. I don't even know if Eric Adams is in office yet. For him to be making deals like this.
Last Tuesday.
This was probably in the works at some point before he was elected or with de Blasio. I'm still trying to put my mind around how this was figured out or put together so quickly. There hasn't been any much. Other than that, what we do know is that Miami, the way it works is that these funds... similar to Miami coin, NYC coin will be mined or bought by people who want to support the city's crypto project. These funds will then be split between city's treasury, and the rest will go to the local leaders to decide how it will be spent. So since he's not in office yet, it's not being mined yet, there's really no news on how it will go. But he does, I think in other interviews, he does say that he has some ideas for how New Yorkers can integrate this into their daily lives. Yeah,
I could definitely see how it'll work. Because my thing is... our tax dollars go into the same things that this would be going to. I mean, this has to be split between the city's treasury and local leaders to decide how it's going to be spent. What if the local leaders decide that it should go into their pocket, and my tax dollars are just going to keep going into the infrastructure of the city and not through the city coins? They just have to be more clear about what exactly they're going to do with it, Because if I get it's the crowdsourcing funds, like people are like, oh yeah, I'd rather put it into this project through that, but it's still coming out of my income tax also that goes to pretty much the same thing. So
You as a holder though of CityCoin, even though there's no announcement, you do get rewarded in stacks and or Bitcoin when you do invest. So there's that. You do get more than just your initial tax, return at the end of the
You
year.
can stake it too or something, right?
Yeah, that's basically if you buy it, then you end up holding it. I believe that's staking it, and then you'll gain rewards over time for it. But I definitely agree. Politicians are famously shiesty, and there's money that constantly somehow ends up being missed or lost, and we don't hit our freaking spending limit, and we'll go over it, but somehow this local leader ended up with a fucking $3 million bonus. So I definitely agree with you. Hopefully Eric Adams is gonna make sure that this doesn't happen, because there's a lot of crypto projects and people leaving New York.
It'd be one day you just wake up, oh, Janet Yellen, she needed a pay raise.
So we gave it to her in CityCoin. You son of a bitch.
She was talking at this school. We had to send her $600K. We didn't know where to take it from.
But I just like that, we have a mayor pushing towards crypto. Bill de Blasio really didn't do anything in pushing this at all. Hopefully he can get behind eliminating the bit license, because it is one of the most idiotic things inside of New York.
Yeah, that's what makes it hard for anybody to do crypto-related anything in New York, because you need however much money it is just to get the bit license. And it's not really even... it's a money transmitter license, pretty much. So you can get that in any other state, and it's not going to cost you $1 million for a fancy name.
But we need that New York tax. If you want to operate in New York, just do business here, you're gonna have to give us this. Because where else are you gonna go? What, Miami?
Well, if you could make it here, you could make it anywhere.
Okay. But we'll see. Hopefully, we'll get some fixes on the Verrazano through me holding some CityCoin, right? It'll get better infrastructure like Verrazano.
Yeah, I hear that they're going to start taking away the tolls on the bridges because they got CityCoins now.
Yeah.
Once the CityCoin project is paid off, we're no longer going to have to pay for the bridges.
Oh, shit. So my kids will finally be able to do it. The MTA will finally be happy, and I will be paying $14 to get on the bus.
Yeah, $14.
The regular bus, because we already almost pay $14 to get on the express bus.
Yeah,
nobody
talks
talks
about it. Express bus is $7.25.
$7.25 now? I thought it was $6.75. They put it up?
Honestly, it may be $6.70.
You could own a car and drive to the city and get a parking garage for as much as it takes you to.
City, honestly,
yeah,
for that price.
Let's not get into the regular New York squabbles that me and Mike have with the infrastructure in this city. Maybe CityCoin will be able to fix the infrastructure. Eric Adams, if you ever want to be interviewed on the crypto podcast, we'd love to have you on. Be the first politician.
Yeah, bro. Bring your boy Andrew Yang.
That's not his boy, but yeah, Andrew Yang, we'd love to speak to you as well. He's starting a third political party, and he says that he wants to make crypto the coin of its party or something like that. I don't have much information about that, but it's actually interesting to look into for the next podcast.
Who said that, Mr. Yang?
Yes, Mr. Yang did.
Class act. He said he's got 5 on it in a tweet.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, I voted for him because of that. He didn't win though.
Yeah, I wish he would have run his campaign a lot better, honestly, in New York. Eric Adams seems like a cool guy, but I would have loved an Andrew Yang city. Maybe we would have gotten that $1,000 a month or something.
I think Andrew Yang didn't win because his big plan was to put a casino in New York City somewhere.
That is not a good idea.
Nah, he wanted to put a casino in the city.
That would have brought us right back to the red light districts of the 80s.
Yeah, I mean we have a couple of casinos, but he wanted, I guess, like a big one.
Smack dab in the middle? I don't know.
My idea was take away Battery Park, because you got nothing but homeless people just sleeping there anyway. Excavate Battery Park, put a gigantic casino there. Now you got the ferry right there, running all hours of the day. You got the inflow from Staten Island.
You got all the guineas coming over the boat.
Yeah, you got everybody coming off the boat. Everybody's gonna be FOBing right into the casino. You got you just got a lot of inflow of people right there in Manhattan. I think Battery Park, if NYC was gonna put a gigantic casino somewhere, just put it right there.
I see no reason not to. Maybe they'll be able to use CityCoin to gamble at it if they put it in there.
Yeah, bro, I better be getting a discount too. Start tipping the dealers in CityCoin. They're gonna be hype.
But yeah, maybe we'll be able to pay for drinks, go enter bars. We went to NFT NYC last week, and we were allowed to get into some parties if you own the NFT. So if you have CityCoin, maybe that gives some exclusive stuff at certain parties. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what these people do, how it develops. But it'll be interesting. It'll be exciting. But this podcast was really fun and exciting. This is episode 20. It's a big milestone, Mike.
Yeah, episode 20. 25, I think, is like 25 years, I think, is like the silver year. Yeah, the silver.
The silver era of the podcast.
I think they do it every 25 is like a milestone.
So yeah, we'll do something special on
Centennial. And that's 100 years, actually.
We'll get maybe we'll get the whole crew on or something. We'll figure something out for the 25. But I just want to say, yeah, it's been pretty big. There's probably been more than 25 you and I have recorded because we've started and stopped this podcast a couple times. But to actually be putting them out for 20 episodes and almost staying on the right schedule of 3 episodes a week, it's pretty big. I'm pretty happy.
Nah, yeah, me too. It's definitely going good. Got a nice little flow going. I mean, last week was the only week where I was a little off, but everybody was who's in the city this day, who's out in Jersey, everybody was everywhere.
Yeah. And hopefully at the next crypto event, we'll be able to bring microphones and stuff into the field. We'll do interviews, and we actually have an editing team now, and really
Drew
growing.
said he wanted to be like Billy Eichner and do like a Billy on the Street crypto episode.
That'd be amazing, honestly.
Do you own Bitcoin? No, get the fuck out of here.
But if you own Bitcoin, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter over at crypto_Lajara. That's crypto_LAJARA. You can follow Mike over at Scuba Scungili. That's SCUBASCUNGILLI. Once again, thanks for being on, Mike. You can follow the official FAL Crypto Consultants Twitter over at CryptoFAL. That's Crypto FAL. FAL is a one-stop shop for all your cryptocurrency needs, from answering questions for new people to bigger institutional clients. We're there for you. Regardless if you're a small business or bank, we'll make sure to take a tailored approach to all your needs. Our team houses specialists in all areas of cryptocurrency, from mining, trading, creating NFTs, DAOs, staking, and lending questions and general market research. Go to CryptoFAL.com to learn more. We'll catch you guys on Friday. Have a good day.